There are not many companies in the auto manufacturing sector that are currently basking in the kind of momentum Nissan has picked up in the first quarter of 2025. After going through a phase of woes, Nissan has at last hit the right road, posting some breathtaking figures that may signal the start of a prosperous new era for the brand. The first quarter results, which emerged recently, record not just an astonishing year-on-year sales growth, but also some unusually healthy growth by several of its lead models. The surprise tale in the Nissan roster comes from its Z series model that has grown progressively more popular under the radar. Despite the competitive forces of the sports car segment, the Z will post its best-ever sales performance if it maintains its present pace. The Z's success is something of an eye-opener, given that just a while back the Japanese carmaker's product was considered a niche offering. But the recent bout of demand has proved that the car's appeal transcends the traditional constraints of its market segment. During the first quarter of 2025, Nissan sold 2,154 units of the Z. This is a remarkable increase from the 671 units sold during the same quarter in 2024, a growth of more than 3 times the prior figure. To put this into perspective, the figure not only indicates a significant improvement, but also puts the Z ahead of competitors like Toyota's Supra, which sold just 421 units in the same quarter. Even more impressively, the Z alone outsold the combined total of Toyota Supra and GR86, which together sold just 1,561 units in the same period. This sales increase is especially noteworthy when taken into account that Nissan only managed to sell 3,164 Z models all of last year. What is happening now is that the brand is headed to surpass that number in the early part of 2025, with over half of 2024's total already exceeded in the first quarter of the year. To put that into context, in 2023, just 1,771 Z models were sold by Nissan, so the current level of sales is a major year-over-year increase. While production limitations and tariffs may be issues for the firm in the next couple of years, Nissan's quick capacity to increase production and sell the Z at this rate says a lot about how in demand the vehicle is. But the Z is not the only model in Nissan's lineup performing well. Some other models also posted strong numbers as part of a wholesale turnaround in the health of the brand. The Kicks, for example, saw sales pop by 84.8%, a marker of how strongly this subcompact SUV is on the rise. Likewise, the Murano has seen a healthy 84.1% increase in sales, which would indicate that demand for midsize crossovers is still strong. Other models like the Versa, Sentra, Altima, and Leaf also increased sales, showing that Nissan's overall portfolio is seeing strong growth. When taking a look at Nissan's total sales numbers, the findings are dramatic. Total automobile sales rose 45.1% in the first quarter of 2025, from 78,557 units in the same period last year to 113,995 this year. The rise is particularly noteworthy because it was the automobile segment that saw the biggest improvement. Truck sales, on the other hand, fell 12.7% across the board, pointing to a bigger trend of reduced consumer demand for larger vehicles. While truck sales are big in Nissan's portfolio, it's clear the brand's focus on cars, SUVs, and crossovers is reaping dividends. Despite those advances, Nissan's luxury brand Infiniti is facing even tougher challenges. The brand sales continued to drop, with overall numbers down 5.3% for the same period last year. All Infiniti models saw a decline in sales, except for the QX80. The QX80, a full-size luxury SUV, saw a remarkable 64.3% increase in sales, from 2,473 units sold in the same period last year to 4,064 units in the first quarter of 2025. This increase is the good news in what otherwise has been a challenging period for the luxury brand. Despite the Infiniti challenges, Nissan's overall performance among its mainstream and luxury brands remains in the plus column. Together, the total Nissan Group posted a year-over-year increase of 5.7%, a strong showing that represents a phase of renewal. While Infiniti continues to struggle, the retail performance of vehicles like the QX80, along with continued success from vehicles in Nissan's core lineup, suggests the brand is well placed to push ahead with expansion over the coming months. Going forward, Nissan's upbeat forecast will depend on multiple variables. While the recent performance of the Z is hopeful, tariffs and manufacturing limitations could limit just how much higher it can increase in the future. But overall trends in Nissan's broader portfolio provide the brand with a solid foundation to stand on. With growing popular models like Kicks and Murano, coupled with a continued strong run in the car segment, Nissan seems to be well-positioned to continue its path for the next few years. In the end, Nissan's first-quarter profits signal that the automaker is not just surviving the challenging market, but is also on its way to even greater success. As the brand rides its momentum, the hope is that it is able to sustain such performances for the rest of 2025 and into the future, projecting its reach and scope even deeper into the international auto sector. With a strong set of models and a growing record for performance and quality, Nissan might be on the threshold of beginning a new era of success. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all our latest content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. And of course, stay tuned for more exciting videos. See you next time. Success.